We demand a better Nigeria. We deserve a better Nigeria. So on October 20, 2020, something happened. Different versions, controversy here and there from Lagos State governors saying, I don't know what happened. I don't control the military. To later saying, yeah. And then they set up panels. But yesterday, Omoyele Sowore, rights activists, has said that there will be an hashtag EndSARS memorial protest on October 20. That's 8 days from now. Quickly, Lagos State Police Command said no. It might disrupt the peace currently being enjoyed in the state. Osun State Police Command as well came out to say no. It will likely to disrupt the peace currently being enjoyed in the state. Now, initially, or what we know as the EndSARS protest was peaceful, and Lekki Tollgate seemed to be the mustering point. That was where, the spotlight was on. They had people serving food. They had people picking dirt, and then the October 20 thing happened. So some people are of the view that no, this protest is unnecessary. The EndSARS protest in itself, as a movement, as somebody has mentioned yesterday, I think it was my guest Henry Kinney. He said it wasn't just a protest; it was a movement, and the movement continues. Some people believe that it was a terrible waste of time. But Sowore is saying that, nobody can suppress the will of Nigerians to repudiate the mass atrocities of Buhari. And on that day, they are going to stage a protest nationwide. Okay, so I'll get your thoughts on this, and then after the break, in a few minutes, my guest will join me over the phone. Would you, as a Nigerian, would you, as a young person, maybe a person who spoke up last year, who supported this motion or the movement, or a person who had never supported it from the onset, and then eventually, after the protest and hoodlums started doing what they were doing, you just said, okay, see what I said? You see now, this is how it was going to end. Would you say a total no to a memorial protest on the 20th of October? Or would you say a yes? And what do you think it is likely to achieve? Whichever side of the divide you find yourself this morning. My name is Enoh Ogbevire. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0009 are the numbers to call. We're on WhatsApp, 08090306416. On Facebook, it's at Nigeria Info PH. Do well to join the conversation. Dennis is calling from the airport. Good morning, Dennis. How are you?
I'm very fine enough. I think it's a complete waste of time. Honestly, because you cannot throw the baby with the bathwater. Can't say Nigeria should not have police. If there is a problem with any department of the police, what you must do is seek reforms and don't say end that particular thing. No.
But Dennis, we've moved on from that. We've moved on from that because the federal government at that time stopped the operations of that special unit, and then they said they were forming SWAT. But so the movement was much more, was bigger than just EndSARS. I'm sure you followed it. I think we had that conversation last year. It's bigger than end the police unit. It has moved on to other reforms. They asked for certain demands and all that. But go on.
Yeah, see what I think. Those people still have not understood Nigeria and what the problem is. The problem, as you and I know, when your former MD was there, they left. some of you, my staff, don't go and act as bond. Put your life on the line. We stop police. The actors, the political actors. That is the Nigeria's problem. How do we recruit the leaders? There is a leader you recruit today, and there will not be any policeman misbehaving, because if the rule of law applies and applies efficiently, why should we have problem in Nigeria?
But isn't that part of
what?
Isn't that part of
oh, they don't know, why should he be an Igbo man? Arrest one Yoruba man. Oh, why should he be an Hausa man? Why should he be Yoruba man? How do you think Nigeria can work like that?
All right, thank you. Let's move to Best in Rumahalo. Good morning, Best.
Yes, good morning, Madam Enoh. About the
memorial protest,
20th October 2020 protest. Protest is about when the people are not comfortable with what they are getting. And in this case, the people are protesting for the police brutality.
Against?
Yes. So these persons have come to us and tell the government that, look, these people are beating us, these people are killing us, these people are brutalizing us. This is just one thing, and good governance is not even the pressure the people are putting into. And what the government did was, that night, when we were watching the clips, the lights went off. And as the lights went off with army, soldiers on ground with bullets and guns, we know definitely something will happen. And something happened, which gunfire took place and people got injured. Now, instead of the government to come out and say, oh, these people, we are sorry and so on, okay, we'll get to see what we do about it. Rather, everybody kept adamant. The judges, the lawyers, everybody that was involved in that case, everything went under the carpet. Now today, the policeman will threaten you with a gun and tell you, I will shoot you, nothing will happen. And you expect citizens not to come out and express themselves.
All right, so Best, basically you're in support. Zion is calling from William Jumbo. Good morning. Hello, Zion. Good morning. Okay. Call again after the commercial, please. The demands of the protesters at that time, the first 5, immediate release of all arrested protesters, justice for all deceased victims of police brutality and appropriate compensation for their families, setting up of an independent body to oversee the investigation and prosecution of all reported police misconduct within a period of 10 days, carrying out psychological evaluation and retaining of all disbanded SARS operatives before they can be deployed. They should be verified by an independent body, and of course the government should increase police salary. They should adequately be compensated for protecting lives and property of the citizens. And later it moved to end bad government. I mean, there are lots of hashtags at that time. Commercial has to play. My guest will join me, Ken Henshaw, on the phone this morning. But some people are saying if it does happen again, it's likely to go south. Economic activities were crippled in several states due to the protest, of course, in different degrees. But in that Lekki tollgate area, it was a total lockdown. We keep talking after the commercial. Do stay tuned. We're Nigerian Football Hackers. Good morning.
92.3.
Good morning, Nigeria. This is the Morning Crossfire on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Minutes gone past 8 o'clock. That's 30 minutes to 9 as well. We are Nigerian football market. My name is Enoh Ogbevire. Moyele Shore has said that there will be a memorial hashtag EndSARS protest on the 20th of October 2021. The police in Osun and Lagos State have warned against the protest, and that's what we're talking about. Is it necessary? Can we do without it? What good is likely to come out of it, if any? That's the conversation. Ken Henshaw will join me shortly via the phone. But we have comments on WhatsApp. Michael Chuma from Aba saying the planned protest is within the rights of the citizen to advise the police to build the capacity to protect the protesters on that day. Jetty says a physical protest, I dare say, is a waste of lives. The EndSARS protest for me would only be effective if it births in us a total intellectual and political rebirth. We should be seeing a total move by the youths of Nigeria to take over the governance of this nation. Unfortunately, 1 year on, I don't see it coming yet. We youths are still as ignorant as we were last year. We're still docile and we're not part of the political process. And worse still is that we're still deepening corruption. Let he that is without sin cast the first stone. Jetty. Oh my. Warrior says, protest is a crime under President Buhari and APC-led government. I think the youths should organize themselves with the same EndSARS energy because 2023 is just around the corner. What we need is a change of leadership in Nigeria. We don't want to hear such stories again because police will hastily brutalize innocent protesters. That's on WhatsApp 08090306416. But I'll go to the phone lines now. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0009 are the numbers to call. Okay. Are you in support? Are you against? We're live on Facebook at Nigeria Info PH. You can also join the conversation on Facebook as well. Police warns against hashtag EndSARS anniversary protest in Lagos and Osun states. Hello?
This is Christian from Port Harcourt.
All right, Christian, let's hear you.
For me, this protest, I am not in support of it. I mean, my question now, are they going to be standing on the street the way they did it last time? Is that how they are going to talk? They lost a lot of lives, a lot of property. And the WhatsApp of these people that are calling for it now will never show up that very day. Innocent people will die. And the Nigeria will still be where it is. Okay, the last time they did, what did they achieve? All of those things they were agitating for. Has government implement any of them? That is my own worry about this protest. So instead of causing more chaos everywhere, they should just forget about this protest. That is my own opinion.
Okay. Forget about the protest. Would that also be forget about the demands of the protesters? Somebody writes in on WhatsApp. Ike says a protest in honor of people that lost their lives during the EndSARS protest is a welcome call. These people died for us all. They are our heroes. It doesn't matter who is calling for it. All right, we've got JJ calling from Rumigbo. Good morning, JJ.
Hello, good morning.
Yes,
I heard Philip Obaudo this morning saying that nothing has changed. I also saw one of the headlines yesterday that despite the EndSARS protest, that police remain with their behavior, the bad behavior we talked about. And to remember, last year, about this time, I was different from others. I was saying that, look, we need to reform the police. It's not about SARS. SARS is just a name. According to Fela, uniform na cloth, na tailor swam. Who is the person wearing the uniform? Who are the people perpetrating this act? Those are the ones to be punished, not the SARS itself. But what?
Are you there? Well, Andy's in Rupaku. Let's move. Andy, good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Oji, and I'm calling you for but let me go to say this. The people that are planning to go on with this protest does not love Nigerian youth. That is just the aspect. Because all this while, since I've been hearing of protests, I had never heard of any activist or any prominent man, the son or the daughter killed. Rather, you hear a poor man's child being killed. What am I saying? 2023 is coming. We have made this mistake. There is a program you always anchor from 5 o'clock, 5:30 to 6 o'clock. You have always told us to own our responsibility. Anytime, any day we make mistake, we should make sure we take that responsibility.
The network, apologies, Andy. Christian. I don't say King from Amuma. Call again if you can. I supported the NSAS protests. At least the protest has reduced the level of brutality and ill treatment of SARS officers. Secondly, it succeeded in changing the name of the unit, but the officers, particularly those who were once SARS officers, their behavior and attitude are still horrible and intimidating. Finally, any protest to commemorate the last year's NSAS protest will be more brutal, so I urge every youth to desist from the plan. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, you're calling again.
Yeah, the first caller here. So what I'm saying is, please, let us own the responsibility. I want to see a movement or hear a movement where activists, as many as they are called, to come on air to galvanize the youth on how to go and get PVCs. Let me tell you something. Go and check and ask. As many that will be coming out for that protest does not have PVC. So I think it is high time, if you love the youth, galvanize and let's make our mind set for 2023. That is sure, because this government has failed us, and in as much as they have failed, we can only use our PVCs. Let's forget about any protest, because it's not going to yield. They don't mind anything that will come your way. That is just it. Please, let's find a way to go about and get our PVCs. Thank you very much.
All right. JJ is on the phone again. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good morning. I was saying before, network, the network is not a respect of any man. So what I was saying is, we stampede the
There you go again, JJ. Let it go. You can send a message to a WhatsApp 08090306416. Charles is calling from Borokiri. Good morning, Charles. Hello, Charles.
Can you hear me?
Yes, good morning. You're on.
Okay. The answer project.
Okay. So over the weekend, it was crazy with a network provider. We thought they had fixed it, but seems that something is still wrong. But we're live on Facebook at Nigerian for PH, on WhatsApp 08090306416. Ernest Umezulike writes in on Facebook, says, okay, let's reason this out. A protest is for the aim of getting a request granted. Then, what would be the request and the shouting on that day? A movement, right? Please, they should come up with another way to do the memorial thing. The peace of the nation should not be messed with. What? A memorial? Let's get ready for a duplicate of last year's experience. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0009 on WhatsApp, 08090306416. We're having challenges also connecting with my guest this morning. Good morning. I'm not in support, but I think we the youth should come out with our voters' cards en masse and vote out bad government and leaders in 2023. But we'll never forget 2010-20. It's interesting that the matter of PVCs and voting is coming up in this conversation, and some people would say that we have a disconnect, or we have people come forward to push certain agenda, and afterwards they just fall by the wayside. But then again, what are the political parties supposed to do? So we have those that some of you call mushroom political parties, and we have the major players. The major players during the last, I think another one starts this month. I think another, I think another continuous voter registration process will continue this month. But it ended last month, I believe, the first phase, and a lot of people still did not do anything about it. You're waiting as a young person, you're waiting for another young person to galvanize for you to take your future into your own hands. I mean, how's that going to work? If it's not important to you, why should someone force it to be important to you? Michael Chima from Abbas says, better still, Showe and others can come up with memorial lectures or press conference about this. Charles is calling again. Let's see if the network will be
coming on 20th of October, right?
Charles? Hello, Charles.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, you're live now.
Okay, I said NSAS project first 1 year anniversary coming on 20th of October on Lagos. Okay, me, I will be there. I will join the protestants. I will be there, and people that have a like mind will also be there.
So what's the motivation this time for you, Charles? Hello, Charles.
The treatment of people that will trust with arms. The treatment is unfair.
So that's what you're protesting?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, so that's what you're protesting. Okay.
Hello?
Charles?
Yeah.
Hello? All right, we move to WhatsApp. Hello, Enoh. I support a remembrance of 2010-2020 every year. Let it serve as the day we check the progress on police reform, justice for those that lost their lives while carrying out their constitutional protected rights. Okay. Also, the fact that people are against this because of the possibility of police or army killing youths shows that the movement is important. POB sends that in. Good morning, Nigeria Info. If the Nigerian police is doing the right thing, I don't think the people will want to protest. Fine boy Favor sent that in. Ikechukwu, writing on Facebook, he says, NSAS anniversary is uncalled for because we have more serious issues now that we need to protest against. For example, 12.5 kg of cooking gas is now 8,500 naira. A dollar is 590 naira ETC. Okay. So, Ikechukwu, are you going to move for that protest to begin? But really, in the heart of, the protest last year, it moved from ending SARS because the federal government moved to end SARS, started focusing on police reforms, and then an end to bad government. Okay. Margie says, as we speak, INEC revalidation at the second phase and youths are on social media barking and they want good governance and good policing. Okay, so the process is on, and the question again will be this morning: have you, got a voter's card? Do you plan to vote? Because I mean, there are just different levels to these things. Those who have the cards just because they don't want them to be punished somewhere because they don't have those cards or the cards. Then there are those that want to actually vote out someone and vote in someone. I know we've had that conversation about who will become the next president. What should we look out for? And the key, everyone was saying, oh, no to ethnicity, no to religion, no to this, no to that. And then the focus came to capacity, and the question became, do we have anyone who at the moment is showing the capacity to deliver? Because some of those who are now there, when they were somewhere else, it looked like they had the capacity. Then they moved, and all of a sudden, it's a different story. Okay, I'll take some more calls. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0009 are the numbers to call. The police is warning against an NSAS anniversary protest in Lagos. Osun State Police has also re-echoed it. What do you think? Are you in support? Do you think that anything good can come out of this? Good Nigerian info.
Good morning, Madam Enoh.
Good morning.
Yes, my name is David West, and I'm calling you from Yenego. Yeah, first of all, I want to establish this fact that protest is the right of every individual. But the protest should not be done in a manner that will obstruct the right of another person. For me, if you ask my opinion, I do not think that protest will be very, very necessary for us at this point in time. What Lagos State government is suffering as a result of the aftermath of the NSAS protest, they are still not yet out of it. Not only Lagos State, other states too. So let us not hear that the protest has been hijacked by hoodlums and what have you. To avert that situation, let us use that energy, exacerbate it in 2023. What is the meaning if we protest today and when it comes to election, disputes us to rig the election, to bring in back governance? So let's exacerbate that energy on getting our PVCs and voting the right leaders, looking at the right people. Good morning.
Who are the right people at this time? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Alejo. You should understand the mentality of the people in power. They are so drunk, they are so free, they're taking the masses for granted. They don't even respect, they don't think that you have any right. And for them, you understand, to sink into their head that these people are monitoring, they are 24 hours following their activities and what they are doing. This protest must continue to remind them that this is not the Nigeria they think it was some 10, 20 years ago. Nigeria is improving. People are more sensitized. The awareness is well saturated. That is why protests like this must continue, and the police and the government must come to accept that they are representative of the people, because all of us cannot be head of state, we cannot be president, we cannot be governors, we cannot be senators at the same time. That's why they are appointed to represent people, and that's why they must do the interest of the people. This should sink into their head, deep down into their, oblongata. That is when they are building a nation.
So what is this
that
protest?
Is why the protest must continue.
Yeah, what in particular do you think this protest will achieve?
Yes, I think they themselves, they are aware and they are scared of what the protest will generate into. And that is why it must continue. The awareness must be there, so that any subsequent government that is coming, they should know that the Nigerians are enlightened about their activities. They know what they want. They shouldn't be taking us for granted. It is just too much. This country is so wealthy. This country has everything to be great. But few people, because of their interests, selfish interests, you understand, suspecting one another. One ethnic group is suspecting this, if this will become this, he will intimidate and suppress this one. That is why we are talking of, you understand, what do you call it, real democracy. You understand? Right. Reconfiguring of the system, our policies must be changed.
All right.
And that is what we are going for. Yes, they should be aware that this is not the Nigeria they left some years back. If not, how can a man that was head of state in his 40s come back after 30-something years to come and be president again? It's wrong out of 200 million people. That is a shame to Nigerian youth. It's a shame to this country. Right. Every one of them, Tinubu, who became governor when I was in primary school or secondary school, is now what? And he said he's a Democrat. Look at what they are doing.
All right. Power is not given, sir. Power is taken by those who demand. If a man returns after 30 years and those that are in their 30s and their 40s or maybe 50s deem it fit to vote him into power, then they made a choice. Jerry says, I think I support the protests. We're being deported around the world. Most of the leaders benefited from free education and scholarships. Today they've refused it. It's better for me to die in my country than abroad. I'm tired of this country. And he's not scared of dying, so he supports the protest. Joe says, anybody that is called a youth and comes out for a memorial of the hashtag End SARS protest must be a wicked man or a ritualist and that needs more blood. Show that calls this youth to come out has money to get political party and register it. He was the presidential candidate of the, I think, AAC. Yeah, he was. He has money to hire Femi Falana and the senior advocate of Nigeria to defend him. He has money to print vests and caps. Many youths are still in prison because of this hashtag End SARS protest. Nobody remembers them. Those who died then are gone for good. So he should, he says, put his family in front first. I stand with Showore and all those who were murdered for simply calling for a better policing system and a better country for all. No amount of intimidation will stop the protest from going on. The blood of the innocent activists who were massacred on October 20, 2020 will never be in vain. This regime have shown that they have the capacity to kill citizens, but that won't deter brave soldiers like myself from not exposing this fraudulent government. Relish sent that in. Famous says some people are showing capacity, but as they turn to the other side, they become a different animal. Yes, that is why I always cry for the vote and vote in new faces. Okay. 08179230002, 08179230003, 08179230009 are the numbers to call. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Enoh.
You're on.
Yeah, I'm Tony. One of the reasons why this government has refused to lift the suspension of Twitter, they are waiting for this 20th of October to come and go. I bet you after 20th of October, they will lift up that Twitter ban. But however, we can no longer be close-mouthed. At least the government has picked up and roughed up a lot. We have PPC, but they have refused to do what will require our vote to count. But Nigeria not have money to transmit elections online. We have, but they have refused because they want to reach 2023 elections. I will join that process. I am going to join that process. Thank you.
All right. Good morning.
You're very distinguished, Enoh.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I will thank God for today. You're very distinguished, Enoh. If we have to be sincere to ourselves at this point in time, I think this protest is very much inconsequential to me. It's very, very unnecessary. Very, very unnecessary. If we indeed need to call for a protest, at least it will be a protest that will have a direct impact to the life of the people. Because the last time I checked, this protest, the last one never eated any food at all. You look at in the part of the driver, even as the car I entered yesterday, the driver nearly killed us because of 100 naira. And sometimes you look at the part of
How
the driver.
How did the driver nearly kill you?
Are just, killing on the disadvantage they created. Because the last time I checked, it is the atmosphere man creates. I mean, the product he or she produces.
Hello?
Some of them that doesn't have driver's license, their particular expired since, 5 years, 10 years ago. All because of the 50 naira and the 100 naira they give on the road. Police is capitalizing on that advantage. And then when it comes to this protest of a day, the level of the increase the price of food in the market, can't the protest on that regard? This protest, somebody somewhere is benefiting from it. A lot of people that language that died in this protest, nobody is even crying for them. Nobody is trying to get justice for them. We want involved in another one again that will bring another blood class. For me, I don't think it's very necessary. Whosoever that is calling on this protest should desist from it. Should desist. Please, I'm begging the person. You should not allow this thing to play again. A lot of youth, they are wasted. A lot of them are being killed. Some of them today are still in detention. Some of them, their accounts are still being frozen. Nobody is talking about it. Nobody is talking about their accounts to be defrozen. What are we talking? And somebody is somewhere, making money through this process. Somebody is somewhere, at the end of the you go and eat and wine with those at the end of our affair. Okay. Who is deceiving who?
All right. Thank you for calling. But something came out of it. I mean, the SARS unit was disbanded. If, like, someone said yesterday, if the police are still acting like SARS, that's another matter. But first of all, it was disbanded. And then there's several ways that the government has mouthed that they're going to, carry out some reforms. I think at some point they announced an increase in salaries. If that has not been implemented, is another kettle of fish. Emmanuel Braid writing on Facebook says there's no need for any End SARS protest anniversary because it could be another avenue for lives to be lost. I'd rather advise my fellow youths, to get the PVCs and vote out bad government. Okay. I think that's a wrap this morning. Apologies, the lines were a bit... well, there was poor connection. We couldn't connect with our guest, and some of you who called in, we couldn't finish the conversation because of the poor network. Totally apologize for that. So many things you want to protest for or against. Yes, poor network could be one of them. Well, we'll wait and see how this will unfold, because the police have come out very quickly to say no, we're not going to allow this. And Showeri is saying, you can't stop us, it's all right, we're going to have that protest. And really, there have been several moves, to get justice for those who are affected on different fronts. And for those who may not know, that there is a panel that is sitting. I know the Lagos panel sat, I think it was last weekend, last time I checked, and they were supposed to sit again to, just wrap it up. I know in some other states, several panels have sat. The outcome, I think it was in a number of states, I think there was some monies that was supposed to be given to some victims. Keep our eyes on that matter as the days go by. My name is Enoh Ogbevire. Thank you for joining the conversation. Good morning.